Good morning, everybody. You're tuned into Crackcore. So it's Tuesday. It's a lovely Tuesday morning as well. So I don't even know what date it is. I've forgotten. I think it's the 15th. But anyway, that's besides the point. Look at the description box below to find out what the actual date is. Or you can just look at the calendar. But anyway, so this morning we find out there's going to be a speech this afternoon by the idiot Boris Johnson. Yes, the fucking idiot Boris Johnson. I mean, you know, if you look at that guy and you kind of, somebody said, this geezer, pick a role for him, what would you say? You'd say, well, he's either the village idiot or the fool that entertains the king. Or he's a fucking puppet on a string. Oh my god. So anyway, the idiot Boris Johnson is doing a fucking speech later. Oh god. I wonder what he's going to say this time. Oh yeah. You've got to stick your whole hand in your arse to be protected from this fucking malarkey. Oh yeah. But it's got to be your left hand though. You know, you still need your right hand so you can serve and be a slave and work. And if you're left-handed, well then that's your fault. Anyway, what a mess. Because the other day, when was it? Sunday, we were all told, weren't we? I mean, I said this to my wife. We were all told that I'm not shouting at you, bro. Although somebody needs to. Fucking hell. Dress sense. Anyway, we were all told on Sunday, weren't we, that the passport scheme was going to be axed, and there was no need to worry. We're not doing that anymore. Well, I mean, first and foremost, this was on the BBC, so you have to be sceptical about that. Whatever they're putting out on that fucking propaganda machine, you got to fucking question it, straight off the bat. And I said this to my wife. I said, look, yeah, it's good news, but whether it's the truth or not, just remain skeptical is basically what I said. I'll believe it when I see it. Back in my in the depths of my brain, I was thinking to myself, that's a load of bollocks. You got to look at it. The passport scheme, it's worth too much to these people. I mean, what is the passport scheme for? Well, it's for control. It's for dominance. It's for enslavement. That's what it is. And what do these people want? Well, they want control, they want to dominate you, and they also require you to be a slave. Yes, that's what they want. So, do you think that they are going to fucking not do this? You know what? Personally, I mean, I heard a lot of stuff on the Alex Belfield Voice of Reason page this morning. He had a video, and I fully agree with him at this point. When's it going to stop? We've all had a fucking enough. And I think when someone like him, a public figure, is basically now doing a video, a reactionary, emotion-based video where he's just saying, I've fucking had enough of this. You know that it's reached a point. It's reached a certain point where people aren't just able to hold that back anymore. They're just fucking saying it. There's another page on YouTube, if you haven't seen it before, that I also recommend you should look at. Hugo Talks. Or Hugo Talks some more, because Hugo Talks keeps getting fucking banned and stuff. But anyway, he did a video the other day. He was very skeptical about the passport system actually being axed, like myself. Now, he alluded to the fact, and again I agree, he alluded to the fact that this is because public pushback right now would be too severe. Now, again, I agree with this, because you've got to look at the world right now. Since when have you seen such unified protest? These fucking oligarchs are terrified. Trust me, they are fucking terrified of people power. They're terrified of it. That's why they can't do anything that we push back against, because they know full fucking well that they cannot stand up against the might of the public, especially if the public unites shoulder to shoulder. You know, how many people are in your country right now? Let's say you're in America, there's 332 million people. Oh yeah, okay. Imagine 332 million people saying no. What can the government do? What can they do? Nothing. You know, 7 million people in the UK. All those people stood together. Oh, is it 65? Yeah. 65. I don't know how many people there are in my own country. Fucking hell. I've got Biden syndrome. But anyway, imagine all the people in your country standing shoulder to shoulder. That's my point. What can the government do? Fucking nothing. And this is why they know they can't bring it in yet. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? They've realised, nah, boys, we can't do this right now. It's not going to work. There's going to be too much pushback, and then we're done. You know, because if we do this, well, they know if they overreach too far. I mean, they're already overreaching, but if they go too far, the public will fucking snap. You know, what they want to do is keep us in a state where we're bent just enough to be weakened. They don't want us to fucking snap, because they know that's when they lose control. So, what are they going to do in the meantime? They're probably going to fucking postpone this until next year. I would probably say March time. Just a personal prediction, okay? Now, let's just say, for argument's sake, they postpone this until March. What are they going to do in the meantime? Well, if they know that obviously they can't do it now because of public pushback, well, they have to try and basically break us down and grind us down in the meantime. So in the hope that when they bring it in, we will accept it with less pushback. So that means between now and then, they're going to start imposing more fucking shit. They're going to start confusing you again with more contradicting information. They'll tell you this one minute, tell you that the next. Which is why, in my opinion, they said they weren't going to do this, and now they're coming out and saying, well, this is definitely a way out of this. Building you up to break you down. How many times can you be built up and broken down again before your will is absolutely diminished to the point where you're willing to accept anything? That's what they want. That's the state they want society in. Mark my words. So we've got to stand firm here. We've got to stand firm, and we've got to say, no, you're not doing this to us anymore. You can fuck right off. We've got to stand shoulder to shoulder, and we've got to say no. All right? Now, this is Craigcore signing off. I'm going to wish love and peace to all things everywhere. Peace.